And hello. Tonight, Aeonix Aeon, Chimera Cosmos, and Coughran Mayo compete in our championship show, and SecondLife All-Stars they are, as they answer questions for points and prestige as they battle royale on the first question. Yes, welcome back to the top of the month, to the quiz show, to the stars. I am Pooky Amsterdam, and this is Howdy Colter. Welcome to the bridge, Howdy.
Thank you, Pooky. It's great to be here. I will do my best to fill this seat tonight. Wait, what's this?
Nothing, Howdy. It's nothing. Hydra is out just for today and will return. He'll kill me if he knows you were messing around in his desk. Okay, so let's get right to Yay-me or Nay-me.
Okay, the panelists will get a truth or not a truth and attempt to tell us if it is or if it ain't.
All right, Aeonix, this is for you. It's one of the most popular videos on YouTube. Man puts iPhone in blender and destroys it right before your eyes. Important people watch. Will it blend? As e-waste continues to be a problem, blend technology is being called into action. A giant blend tech machine is actually being readied for just this purpose in China. Yay or nay?
Wow, that's interesting. Other than, will an actual blend tech blender blend itself, but I'm going to have to say yay.
Actually, that is a nay, but I think that it would be a great way to get rid of our e-waste and possibly use some chemicals that could then melt down everything but the valuables. All right, next question. Next yay or nay?
Okay, question number 2 is for Chimera. An 8-legged robot spider has been created using a 3D printer so cheap to produce that it can be discarded after being used just once, like a disposable rubber glove.
Wow, I heard about the spider, but I don't remember about the printer being disposable. No, I'm going to say no.
Actually, that's a yay, and thank you, Ralph Becker.
Down.
Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph Becker, scientist at Fraunhofer. I would like to see that on Will It Blend?
Yes, I'd love to see that, spider. Okay, Karen, this is for you. There is a new term on the block for the have-nots. Well, actually for their have-not-ness. Low-income neighborhoods lacking access to healthful, affordable food are now called food deserts. Yay or nay?
That sounds like my kitchen. I'm going to call that a yay.
And indeed, you get a point.
Okay, and question number 4 is for Aeonix. About 20 million low birth weight and premature babies are born every year, 4 million of which die within 4 weeks. Many because the infants succumb to hypothermia. Incubators are too expensive for poor countries. What the Snuggie did for your suburban bottom, it can do for underprivileged kids. Introducing the infant warmer.
Wow, that sounds very economical. Yeah, I'm going to say yay.
And you are right. It is a yay.
All right, great. Chimera, I thought that there would be no peace on earth between Muslims and Christians until the teeny-weeny man came and we realized being human creates its own kind of bond, especially when you're trying to escape an alien attack. However, in the city of my birth, I bring this news. The oldest Jewish bialy and bagel shop in New York City is being rescued by 2 Muslim cab drivers. Yay or nay?
I have to say yay just because it would be such a great story and I want it to be true.
And yay, you are right. And they actually plan to keep it kosher. These 2 guys from Pakistan. Thank you.
Okay, and question number 6 is for Coughran. The highway center line has been called the single most important traffic safety device in the history of automobile transportation. It was invented in 1911 when its inventor watched a leaky milk wagon leave a white trail down a road. Yay or nay?
Well, now we have to decide whether he invented the machine that paints the safety lines or the actual concept. I will say yay.
That is right. It is a yay.
That is great. Okay, Aeonix, this is for you. According to people at the United Nations who know this stuff, the top 3 countries in the world by population in 2100 will be India with just over 1.5 billion people, China with almost 1 billion, the United States with almost 500 million. Yay or nay?
That actually does sound plausible. I'm going to go with yay.
Actually, that's a nay. The 3rd largest country in the world will be Nigeria, with almost 750 million people, but the United States was counted for 4th place.
Okay, and question number 8 is for Chimera. If you wanted to live at Hogwarts, you might have to marry the Duke of Northumberland. However, if you wanted to live as a hobbit, you can now book yourself into the fabulous and admittedly rustic Hobbit Hotel in West Wales. For about $5,000 USD a night, you can slip into your Frodo slippers and relax in a gorgeous, pristine, and Tolkien-esque luxury.
Ah, darn. There have been so many yays, I think it should be a nay, but it sounds kind of true. I'm going to say yay.
Actually, it's a nay. For that same amount, Simon Dale built his entire eco house from a muddy hole in the ground. No plans if he will rent it out for even an hour.
Although I do think Hobbit Hotel is... Somebody's got to come up with that. Okay, Karen, this is for you. Plastic water bottles used to be a scary way to die when they had BPA, which was linked to breast cancer, diabetes, and other difficulties. A more recent study has exposed a source of BPA exposure that many people might not expect. Yes, your thermal cash register receipt. Yay or nay?
Oh, that has to be true. I say yay.
And you are right. Over 98% of consumer exposure to BPA comes from that. Please email me my receipt next time.
Okay, and question number 10, that's for Aeonix. Your kids get dirty, and soap, no matter how cute it looks, can be a pain to use when the kids fuss. Now there are kid wash stickers you can stick right on them and run water over them while the sticky dissolves into a fun foam and keeps them clean. Yay or nay?
Wow. With you know what, in a world that we live in now, I have to say that's yay. I mean, there's too many crazy products, so yeah.
Okay, actually it's a nay, but it was inspired by the new Fruit Wash label, which does that for fruit. Maybe they should do this for children.
Treat your child as you would your banana. Okay, Chimera, this is for you. You want a picture from above, but you aren't able to purchase your own satellite for that shot you want. Well, you can now buy the camera Frisbee, which has 2-megapixel mobile phone camera modules attached to them. Just throw, and the camera is triggered at its highest point of rise. Yay or nay?
That's got to be nay. If it was me, it'd never get high enough to trigger it, so I'm going with nay.
You got a point there. It is actually... There's actually, though, a round ball camera, and you can throw it. It will take the picture on the rise and create spherical panoramas, and its casing was done on a 3D printer.
Okay, and question number 2 is for Coughran. A robot recently reproduced another robot by creating a bond with a third entity, getting the small part it needed as scientists from Grasp Lab at the University of Pennsylvania gasped at its ingenuity.
I want that to be true, so I'm going to say it's true.
No, but a robot did build another robot, but this one just sprayed blue foam and was under orders.
That's right. No fraternizing amongst the robots yet. Okay, Aeonix Bane Viewer uses an infrared camera to highlight blood and then projects the image onto the skin, making it easier for healthcare providers to stick the needle in where it really counts. Yay or nay?
I want that to be true. I'm going with yay.
Yay, you're right, and a point there. Wow, we're 2, 2, and 3. Okay.
That'd be too cool not to be true.
Okay, and question number 14 is for Chimera. Smell Check has arrived, and not scratch and sniff either, automatic scratch and sniff. You can press a button on this downloadable program, and a small, friendly little puppy will tell you what smell to imagine as you read the stories on its website. All smells guaranteed familiar.
There's no way I'm voting for that, even if it's true. I'm just saying no on principle. No.
But just wait for what there really is. Can't Howdy tell her?
Yeah, it's a nay, but it's actually called Smell It by a French manufacturer of olfactory generators, containing a number of disposable scent capsules.
There are 40, and you can have smells right at your computer now. State of the art. Sniff it.
Wait, so what you're saying is a puppy comes out and tells you what to imagine you're smelling?
Well, that was the main.
That was the pretend one.
There really is.
That's like an evolution of clipping. That's what that is. It's an evolution of Microsoft Office clipping.
They used a 3D printer. That's what they did.
Yeah, right.
There are some things that puppies make that I don't even want my 3D printer to replicate.
Ew.
Okay, Coughran, this is for you. Hide and seek is fun, played by children of all ages. Now you can use a new device called Hide and Seek It, which will let you see through concrete for some really good finding each other moments. Released as part of an advanced outdoor gaming system, Hide and Seek It has technology picked up by disaster relief instead. Yay or nay?
Yeah, Lauren reminds me that we used to buy these off the back of comic books, and I'm going to give that a yay.
That's great. I have 3 words for you guys. Fredericks of Hollywood. Okay, nay. That was from MIT using an ultra-wideband phased array sensor. This device uses a SAR, synthetic aperture radar, and it's not a game for children. It's something that MIT actually invented, and you can see now the people behind the concrete. All right, scores are as follows: 2, 3, and 3. It's anybody's game. You guys are hilarious. Okay, tonight's panel are former champions, and they're part of the grid and working in Second Life in profound and futuristic ways in engineering, in science, and in community. Our first panelist is a published author of the academic kind, a computer researcher and object interoperability leader for IEEE. That's pretty impressive. The IEEE Virtual Word Standard Group at metaversestandards.org. Here he is, the man with the future, Aeonix Aeon. Welcome, Aeonix.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? I'm glad to be back.
I love it. Yeah, glad to be back in my seat, in the winner's chair. So winners get molecules because they're just that much more complex. Tell me, which is yours and why?
My molecule is C8H10N4O2, better known to the rest of us as caffeine, because the world may run on Dunkins, but it really flies on Red Bulls.
All right, and thank you. And we're flying with you tonight, AA.
Okay, and our next panelist, she works with the National Science Foundation on grants and has been a chemistry professor for many years. She is distinguished and still knows how to look smart, whether she is lecturing a group of students or on the dance floor. Take over the elements with Chimera Cosmos. Welcome aboard.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here, but I knew this was going to happen. It was just the right molecule. I have my molecule over my head, but I am afraid it's also caffeine. I cannot live without caffeine. I was so excited when it was a molecule.
So
I have a second
what is
choice.
your molecule?
Caffeine. Do you see it floating beside me here? It's right above my head.
Oh, wow. We have caffeine on stage.
Yeah.
And
it's
the
red,
first,
blue, and gray. And
and we have the formula. 8 carbon, 10 hydrogen, 4 nitrogen, and 2 oxygen. That's caffeine for you.
Yeah, my second choice was the active ingredient in chocolate. I should have gone for that. It's just as good. But so there you have it.
I agree.
You know, caffeine could have been created it could have been one of the first substances in life. Right? Those are amino, that could have been created in there might have been caffeine first, actually. This is just a stunning discovery here that we've made tonight on
Buzz bacteria.
Right, caffeine preceded life
in 6 days
on Earth.
There is no life without caffeine.
That's right.
That's right, and we proved it here tonight. All right. Our panelist sitting in the Coughran Mayo seat is a great guy and a remarkable man. I'm truly a fan of his. He's head of the nonprofit Commons here in Second Life. He's helped thousands of people. His deep understanding of what it means to help the very soul of another human being speaks of a truth that we really all share. He's also been bringing a mega grants to the grid. Plus, he throws a great party, so get ye to Wharf Rats after the show with Coughran Mayo. Welcome, Coughran.
Thank you. Well, I don't know crap about science compared with my fellow panelists, and I'm scratching and sniffing a little crap button right now, by the way. And I think I can prove that because instead of selecting a molecule, I selected an element. I'm an elemental kind of guy, and I chose Copernicum. It's very rare and unique, just like me. And it was named after Nicholas Copernicus, whose research confirmed that the Earth orbits the sun and not the other way around, which paved the way for the modern view of the world. And I like to think I have a very modern view of the world.
I love it, yes, and our very modern view of the world, because we needed to take our eyes out of our own planet in order to begin to really see. Well, thank you, and great panel. We've got a stunning rest of the show. I'd like to thank our advertising partner, Fearless Nation, because when abnormal events happen to normal people, PTSD is the reaction. The answer lies, as we all know, in community support and, of course, information and education. Thank you, Fearless Nation, for all you do here. We're going to take our station break and be right back for Word Up.
Fearless Nation is providing education and raising awareness about post-traumatic stress disorder to banish stigma and inform the public. Fearless Nation PTSD support, putting virtual reality technology to work in trauma recovery. Visit this 501c3 nonprofit at www.fearless-nation.org. That's www.fearless-nation.org.
And welcome back, and it's time very soon for Word Up. We have a remarkable panelists of All-Stars and Champions, Aeonix Aeon, Chimera Cosmos, and Coughran Mayo. Chimera is wearing, for those of you who are just tuning in, the molecule of caffeine. If you missed the first part of the show, you missed where we discovered that caffeine actually preceded life on Earth because of its chemical composition. Okay, so let's bring out Word Up.
Words are invented and presented on our world stage for the first time, and you, our audience, get to hear them first. We not only break news, we break vowels and consonants.
Howdy is king. You tell them how.
Champions have more than one word in them. Tonight we prove it. Our panelists will give up their own contribution to the lexicon. The audience will be using the vote boxes to award points. Please type in / what's the number of the panelists you want to win. It's very easy, /1, /2, and /3.
Our voting board will show the points accumulating right before your very eyes. Clear winner, 4 points, the tie 3 each, and we go down the line, and now it's time for Word Up. It's time to reveal your magic motto to the world. Aeonix Aeon, your Word Up.
My Word Up is ADM, which stands for Attention Deficit Media. A paradoxical act of reducing media and information interaction into smaller bite-sized mini-experiences because your audience doesn't have the attention span for longer engagement, due to the fact that you keep reducing your media and information interactions into smaller, bite-sized mini-experiences. See also social media.
Very good. Sort of like think bits.
Yes, it gets smaller and smaller, and we keep making it smaller because our attention goes down. So we just keep doing it, and it just goes downward and spiral until we'll get down to a version of Twitter where it's one word only.
What is the bandwidth of your brain? Great word, attention deficit media. All right, thank you very much. Chimera Cosmos, your word up.
My word is frazzled, but it has an SL in the middle instead of two Z's, because that's what happens to your brain when you try to do too many different things and get too many IMs, and people are coming in and the phone is ringing and chaos breaks out. Then you get frazzled.
Frazzled, I love it. Okay. Thank you. And Karen Mayo, your word up.
My word is bingo bongo, which, of course, is a small drum you play to pass the time while you're sitting in the car waiting for your grandmother to get over her gambling addiction at the Indian casino. I want you to know no real grandmothers were harmed in the invention of this word.
Of the bingo bongo and the inventions of this word. Okay, that's great. Howdy, if you can say all the words, I'm going to open up the voting boxes. And you know how to vote. Howdy, please say the words in your own way.
Okay, let the voting begin. And Aeonix's word was attention deficit media. And that happens because people are just so impatient. And Chimera's word was frazzled, and that's the evil that lives in us all. And Coughran's word was bingo bongo, where you keep trying to drown out the bingo caller with a cool beat.
Okay, and now I'm going to count down. Everybody has to vote very quickly. I wonder if they'll ever close that window of voting opportunity that we have, let's say, in a democracy like the United States. You've got now 15 minutes to cast your vote, everybody. Okay. Click wildly and carry a big vote. I'm going to count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2.5, and that's it. Stop counting. And our winner is Aeonix Aeon with attention deficit media. Thank you very much, Aeonix. I will be plugging in your 4 points right now. It was very close. Aeonix got 9, Chimera got 8, and Coughran got 6. Well, I'm just looking at the scoreboard now and seeing that we are 6, 6, and 5 as we get into the last and final round, the profound inner geek competition. Okay, our first question. There are so many things we have machines for, but machines is so last century. AI and robots are the true tools of the 21st, like Siri, which can provide a moderately stimulating conversation with you, sort of like the third date with somebody you know you aren't going to see anymore. But the world's industrial robotics industry will get much larger in the near future, almost double, in fact. Currently, the International Federation of Robotics puts that number at just about 2 million. However, new robotics being created by this company is planning on entering the robot manufacturing business with a variety of flexible, easily trainable, and low-cost assembly line robots. This company, which the question will be about, is best known as the largest exporter in China, the assembler manufacturer of Apple's iPad and iPhone, and for the extraordinarily high suicide rate of its employees. What company is it? The buzzers are open. And someone in the audience has said it. Yes, Aeonix.
Foxconn.
Yes, indeed, that would be Foxconn.
And question number 2. That reminds me of the line, "You can't kill me, I'm already dead." Housing is not having the strongest showing these days. Business is actually booming for this company, which resells nuclear missile silos. U.S. taxpayers actually owned them first in 1960, way before I was born. Over 3 million went in to construct these engineering marvels that were sold a few years later for pennies. So how about it? How do you like to live in an old nuclear missile base with walls and ceiling made of 18-inch thick, heavily reinforced concrete? We'll call this company and ask for Ed. He has sold 55 of these babies already. Most were destroyed per a treaty with Russia. What is the name of this company? Buzzers are open.
And I will not grease Lauren, and I will count down at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope.
Aeonix?
I'm going with Web Urbanist.
No.
All right, give it to them, Howdy. Oh, wait, Coughran.
Missile silos are us.
I'm going with Halliburton. I say Halliburton.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to give it to you guys. It's 20th Century Castles, LLC.
That's right, because the missile silos of the old castles, it's just bizarre. 55 have been sold. Okay, we humans, beautiful, powerful, and somewhat flawed. Well, we're unable to see all the colors that exist in the spectrum, including chemical reactions, which could inform us. As many colors cannot be seen without spectral analysis equipment, being in the field with your human limitations means you've got to transport those samples back to the lab. A scientist from this country has created a portable hyperspectral sensor which can actually see over 1,000 colors. This means that it could be used to detect pollutants in the environment on location in real time and possibly even in outer space because it's capable of processing 300 times more information than your brain. And it can do so from a wide variety of distances. Yes, but it doesn't have a Mr. Squeezles. All right, which country is toting it? From which country does this advancement in hyperspectral sensors come? Buzzers are open.
I'm going to say Israel.
Yes, it is indeed Israel. Thank you.
Okay, and question number 4. Once upon a time, there was a broken toy. No, that isn't the beginning of a story about a velveteen rabbit. This is the 21st century, folks. Because now a supramolecular polymer under development could mean no more broken toys. ExoNobel. They are working on polymers that are able to heal themselves. Using some of the lessons learned from the way proteins bind together, this new plastic takes advantage of a kind of bonding that gives water its viscosity and surface tension. Known as hydrogen bonding, what is this new plastic? Buzzers are open. There is a hint in the question itself. Yes, Coughran.
Supra B.
Yes, that is correct. It is Supra B, and I'm going to do a film about the toy that healed itself. I miss my Mr. Squeezles.
Oh, Howdy. As the fans of the show know, we love science fiction for its unquestioning ability to create products of the future. But now, a professor from QUT Chemistry is breaking through in decontamination of radioactive materials. The world's first intelligent absorbent which uses nanofiber and technology can actually eliminate nuclear fallout. That's right. 1 gram of the nanofibers can effectively purify at least 1 ton of polluted water. Very dramatic and exciting. They add silver oxide nanocrystals to the outer surface, and the structures inside are able to capture and actually immobilize the radioactive iodine. Now, the question is, this technology was presaged in an anime series called Ghost in the Shell. And the series Ghost in the Shell has this material in a technology referred to as the what? Referred to as the what? This technology, which would, of course, get rid of radioactivity. Buzzers are open. Buzzers are open. Okay, I'm going to count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. No, it wasn't Suck It, Honor McMillan. It is, I'm going to give you the answer. It is an anime series called The Ghost in the Shell, and the technology is the Japanese Miracle, which, of course, given what happened in Fukushima, is pretty stunning. All right. Well, oh my God, look at this. There's no tie, and we have, it seems, a clear winner. Winner of tonight's show is the beautiful and charming Aeonix Aeon. Bravo, Aeonix.
Ooh.
Congrats, Aeonix.
Balloons and confetti. Everybody.
Congratulations. It was a great game, and it's certainly a tight show. 8, 6, and 6.
Yeah, tough questions. Wow.
That's pretty good.
See, now, if
I'm reading the wrong newspapers.
Aaron got 7, then we can go 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9.
See, they're all good. The applause are for all of you. You guys are just great. And audience, will you please take us out with this month's quote? Howdy. Are you ready?
Yes, I am, Pooky. And this month's quote is, "Every man dies. Not every man really lives." And I'll repeat, every man dies. Not every man really lives.
No, it wasn't Gaddafi, Lauren. No, it's Lauren Whalen. Pretty good guess. It wasn't Timothy Leary, no rocket, no fuck.
Russell Boyd has it.
Oh, it was William Ross Wallace. Yes, indeed.
And
it was William Wallace.
And not everyone can live twice.
I don't know. You look at those new login numbers, Howdy, and I think we just might be trying. And all I can say to it's like
Cookie lives like 5 lives at once. She's a superwoman.
I know. It's a good place inside. Wouldn't you say that to anybody watching the show? Come on in.
Oh yeah, I appreciated this evening in the Hydra chair. It's true that he has an entire collection in his desk compartment of.
Okay, Hattie. It's okay, Hattie. Let's keep moving. It's time to wrap up the show. Fast, Hattie, because nobody's supposed to mess around in there.
Okay. Our eternal thanks to Rob Wagsooth, who is our director of film, and Pet Love Pet Shop, our beautiful sound engineer, and a special thanks to our guru, Paradox Olbers. To Mo, who helped with stage managing, and our masterful tiny herd of awesomeness, Elmo and Drusilla, and Alexa. And thank you, panel.
Thank you, panel. Thank you, Aeonix. Thank you, Chimera. Thank you, Coughran.
Thank you, Pooky.
Thanks, everybody.
This was awesome. I'm going after that giant blender.
And feel free to embed this in any show you wish on your blog. Thank you all for coming. Remember, the show will be available on iTunes. Either go to iTunes and search for The First Question, or go to treat.tv and subscribe from there. We will be up on the Treat TV site and also the First Question site, a little bit later in the week. And a big shout out to Rebecca. The First Question has moved to the first Sunday of the month. We'll see you in December on the 4th. And thank you, Howdy.
Thank you, Pooky.
And good night, Mr. Rosedale, wherever you are.